സ്വാഗതം. കേരള PSC ബുള്ളറ്റിനിൽ ഇന്ന് ചർച്ച ചെയ്യുന്നത് IT ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ആണ്. ചോദ്യങ്ങൾ ഇംഗ്ലീഷിലാണ്. ഒരുപാട് ചോദ്യങ്ങൾ ഉള്ളതിനാൽ ചോദ്യങ്ങൾ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിച്ചില്ല. ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുള്ള വാക്കുകൾ കഴിയുന്നതും ഞങ്ങൾ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. The full form of UPS, Uninterruptible Power Supply. The domain name of government institutions. .gov. Compact disc was invented by James T. Russell. Most websites have a main page which acts as a doorway to the rest of the website. It is called home page. The diagram which represents the order of functions in a program is called flowchart. The basic unit of a worksheet into which you enter a data in Excel is called cell. Address of the first cell in the worksheet is called A1. When a computer suddenly stops working, it is said to be hanged. CPU gets the address of the next instruction to be processed from program counter. The smallest unit in the computer which represents information is bit. Who discovered Unix operating system? Dennis Ritchie. What is the full form of USB? Universal Serial Bus. Which kind of software would you most likely use to keep track of a billing account? Spreadsheet. A separate document from another program sent along with an email message. Attachment. The inventor of Hotmail, Sabir Bhatia. What is correcting errors in a program called debugging? An animated character that provides help and suggestion. Assistant. The President of India who gave assent to IT Act 2000. K.R. Narayanan. Text and graphics that have been cut or copied can be stored in an area called clipboard. The first mobile phone virus, Kabir. The instruction of a program that is currently being executed is sorted in main memory. Junk email is also called spam. The concept of stored program was given by von Neumann, who is known as father of personal computer. Henry Edward Roberts. A compiler translates a program written in high-level language into machine language. The father of supercomputer, Seymour Cray. The word computer is originated from Latin. What is the default file extension for all Word documents? Doc. Email stands for electronic mail. The type of mouse with the roller ball at the top or at the side of the mouse is called trackball mouse. The distance between text boundaries and page margin. Indent. To publish a presentation on the web, PowerPoint saves file in which format? HTML. Loosely organized groups of internet criminals are called web gangs. IP stands for Internet Protocol. If you type a word that is not in Words dictionary, the color of wavy underline that appears below the word, red. When did IT Act 2000 came into effect? 2000 October 17. How many schedules are there in IT Act 2000? 4. Which is the act which provides legal framework for e-governance in India? IT Act 2000. Which section of IT Act deals with the legal recognition of electronic records? Section 4. Which section of IT Act deals with the appointment of controller of certifying authorities? Section 17. Which section of IT Act deals with hacking of computer systems? Section 66. Which section of IT Act deals with cyber terrorism? Section 66F. Which section of IT Act was invalidated by Supreme Court of India? Section 66A. The date on which Supreme Court of India invalidated Section 66A of IT Act 2000. 24th March 2015. .RTF stands for Rich Text Format. Screensaver programs prevent burn-in. Which company developed MS Word? Microsoft. URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. Floppy disk is usually located in A drive. In the abbreviation of HTML, the letter M stands for markup. A class that inherits a base class containing virtual functions is called polymorphic. Division is carried out in computer by repeated subtraction. The part of computer that does the arithmetic calculations. ALU. What is the punishment for hacking of computers? 3 years imprisonment or a penalty of 5 lakh rupees or both. What is a penalty for destroying computer source code as per Section 65 of IT Act? 3 years imprisonment or a penalty of 2 lakh rupees or both. Which section of IT Act 2000 proposes a punishment of life imprisonment? Section 66F. What is proposed punishment for cyber terrorism in IT Act? Life imprisonment. What is the defined punishment for identity theft in IT Act? 3 years imprisonment and bar or a penalty of 1 lakh rupees. What is a penalty for publishing images of a person's private parts without consent as per IT Act 2000? 3 years of imprisonment and bar or a penalty of 2 lakh rupees. Which section of IT Act deals with child pornography? Section 67B. What is a punishment as per IT Act 2000 for Section 67? 2 to 3 years of imprisonment and bar or a penalty of 5 lakhs for first convict and 5 years of imprisonment and bar or a penalty of 10 lakhs for second convict. Which are the sections of IT Act applicable for cyber pornography? Section 67, 67A, 67B. Father of computer, Charles Babbage. Internet came into force in India in the year of 1995. First technopark established in India at Thiruvananthapuram. Supercomputer Anupam was developed by Bark. Inventor of email system, Ray Tomlinson. DOS stands for Disk operating system. Extension code for Excel files .xls. GUI stands for Graphical User Interface. Alt plus F4 is the shortcut key used in Windows for terminate the current application. Which act in India focuses on data privacy and information security? IT Amendment Act 2008. What is the timeline for filing appeal against the order of Cyber Appellate Tribunal? 60 days. Which is the appeal court on the order issued by Cyber Appellate Tribunal? High Court. What is the term of office of the presiding officer of Cyber Appellate Tribunal? 5 years. National Cyber Security Policy was published in the year 2013. Which department formulated National Cyber Security Policy 2013? Department of Electronics and Information Technology, DAITI. To build a secure cyberspace for citizens, business and government is the vision of National Cyber Security Policy 2013. The nodal agency that deals with cyber security threats like hacking and phishing in India. CERN-IN. What is CERN-IN? Indian Computer Emergency Response Team. Which is the exact opposite of space key? Delete. The invention related to Jack Kilby. Integrated Circuit. WWW stands for World Wide Web. The first computer game. Space War. Who discovered calculator? Blaise Pascal. The first electronic computer. ENIAC. DOS means Disk Operating System. The first personal computer. The Altair. In the abbreviation KBPS, the letter S stands for seconds. KBPS is kilobits per second. The width of an A4 sheet paper, 210 millimeter. The full form of PDF, Portable Document Format. The full form of IBM, International Business Machines. The first key on the left hand side of the first row of keyboard. Escape. The key which is used to move the cursor to the beginning part of the matter. Home. The domain name for industries. .firm, FIRM. 1 kilobyte is 1024 bits. The first modem was invented by Bell Company. The full form of CD, compact disc. The oldest device for calculation. Abacus. The domain name for government institutions. .gov. The domain name for India. .in. The full form of UPS, uninterrupted power supply. Who discovered mouse? Douglas Engelbart. In the history of computer, the fifth generation started in 1980. Laser printer was first introduced by IBM. A marker used to indicate where the next character will be printed. Cursor. A group of 4 bits is known as nibble. A private computer network within an organization or company that allows controlled access from outside is known as extranet. 1 gigabyte is equal to 1024 megabyte. Which computer language is used for artificial intelligence? Prologue. World Computer Security Day, November 30. The Gateway Internet Access Services of India is situated in Mumbai. The number of functional keys in a keyboard. 12. The first antivirus program. Reaper. A software program stored in a ROM that cannot be changed easily is known as firmware. First high-level language. Fortran. VGA is Video Graphics Array. Who is the founder of WhatsApp? Jan Kuom. Starting process of a computer is known as booting. Who is known as the first computer programmer? Ada Lovelace. Unwanted bulk messaging into email inbox is known as spamming. The practice and study of techniques of secure data communication in the presence of third party. Cryptography. The device that allows a single communication channel to carry simultaneously data transmitted from many terminals. Multiplexer. The art of connecting different computers in a network is known as topology. VRML stands for Virtual Reality Markup Language. Who is known as the father of Internet? Winton Cerf. www was introduced on 12th March 1989. Kerala's first PSC office. Kasaragod. Wi-Fi uses radio waves. Network components are connected to the same cable in bus topology. The controller of Internet in India. VSNL. The headquarters of www is Geneva. The first page of a website is known as home page. Internet Explorer was developed by Microsoft. The domain abbreviation for Australia. AU. The term blog was first coined by Peter Merholz. The first web robot is Vandex. What is the use of bridge in network? To connect LANs. Which is known as the first web search engine? Archie. Stealing one's name, address and other personal information through internet is known as phishing. The term used for environmentally sustainable computing is green computing. A commonly used data format for exchanging information between computers or program. ASCII. The high-level language best suited for business application. COBOL. Internet came to force in India in the year of 1995. High-level language used in Internet. Java. Inventor of email system. Ray Tomlinson. PAN stands for Permanent Account Number. The smallest individually addressable unit of information stored on a hard disk. Sector. Central Processing Unit consists of ALU and Control Unit. The process of writing data to a CD is burning. The domain restricted to qualified organization .org. The number of sections in the IT Amendment Act 2008 124. The number of chapters in the IT Amendment Act 2008 14. The first cyber police station in India was started at Bangalore. The first cyber police station in Kerala was started at Pattam, Thiruvananthapuram. Cyber laws are included in residuary powers. Where was India's first computer installed? Indian Statistical Institute, Calcutta. The default font available in MS Word is Times New Roman. The blinking symbol on the computer screen is called cursor. Which process checks to ensure the components of the computer are operating and connected properly? Booting. An error is known as bug. The highest unit of information computer can understand and process is known as gigabyte. DVD refers to digital video disc. A byte can represent any number between 0 and 255. Who invented compact disc? James T. Russell. Computer mouse was invented by Engelbart. The term byte was coined by Werner Buchholz. The oldest high-level programming language. Fortran. The storage device used to compensate for the difference in rates of flow of data from one device to another is termed as buffer. The ability of a device to jump directly to the requested data. Random access. Both the ALU and the control section have special purpose storage locations called registers. What acts as a temporary high speed holding area between the memory and the CPU, thereby improving processing capabilities. Cache memory. Storage that retains its data after the power is turned off is referred to as non-volatile storage. The computer abbreviation KB usually means kilobyte. 1 megabyte is equal to 1024 kilobyte. Full form of virus. Vital information resource under siege. First known computer virus. Creeper. When was Creeper virus released? 1971. Computer Literacy Day in India is observed on December 2. First computer virus infecting Microsoft operating system. Brain. India's first cyber forensic lab. Tripura. The initiative by Government of Kerala to fight against cyber terrorism and cyber attack is CERT-K, a type of malware that is installed in a computer without the knowledge of the owner in order to collect owner's private information. Spyware. Hacking is an offense as per which section of IT Act 2000? Section 66. Cyber phishing activity by using mobile SMS is called smishing. Ethical computer hackers are called white hat hackers. Hackers who break security of a system for malicious intent are called black hat hackers. First cyber police station in India. Bangalore. First cyber police station in Kerala is at Thiruvananthapuram. A large sized network is termed as WAN. To see documents before the printout is taken. Print preview. The domain name for India. IN. Which company developed Windows? Microsoft. Laser printer was first introduced by IBM. The primary purpose of the software is turn the data into information. First email novel in Malayalam is Nirtham. What is defined as storing and accessing data and programs over internet instead of using local computer storage area? Cloud computing. Basic component of cloud computing is cloud. Development model of cloud computing is available for general use over internet. Public cloud. What is an elaborate form of private cloud where cloud is accessible to a group of organizations working in the same field? Community cloud. What is the full form of AI? Artificial intelligence. What is the full form of BCD? Binary coded decimal. Which is the first personal computer? Altair 8800. Which is the first electronic digital computer? ENIAC. ENIAC was developed by John Marshall and Presper Eckert. What is the full form of ENIAC? Electronic Numerical Integrator and Calculator. Elastic Compute Cloud was introduced by Amazon.com in 2006. Storage, bandwidth, IP address, monitoring services, etc. are available to customers on rent in which model of cloud computing? Infrastructure as a service model. IBM announced the IBM Smart Cloud Framework to support Smarter Planet in the year 2011. When is World Computer Literacy Day celebrated? December 2. World Computer Security Day is on November 30. World Telecommunication and Information Society Day is on May 17. What is the shortcut key for redo? Control plus Y. What is the shortcut key for undo? Control plus Z. What is the shortcut key for refresh? F5. Shortcut key for exit is Alt plus F4. Who wrote the book Hit Refresh? Satya Nadella. Which woman is known as human computer? Shakuntala Devi. Which is Intel's first 4-bit microprocessor? Intel 4004. Who sent the first email message in ARPANET? Ray Tomlinson named the communication system that transfers data between components inside a computer. Buzz, who invented the programming language Java. James A. Gosling, trial test of a computer or software before its commercial launch is known as beta test. What is the expansion of PDF? Portable document format. Domain naming system was introduced in 1983. Where is the headquarters of Intel? Santa Clara. Silicon Valley of India is Bangalore. Where is the headquarters of Flipkart? Bangalore. What is the expansion of VSAT? Very small aperture terminal. Which all are the elements used in microchips? Silicon and germanium. Which is the first digital computer? ENIAC. Who invented the calculating machine Pascaline? Blaise Pascal. Which is the first cyber law in India? IT Act 2000. IT Act 2000 was enacted on 9th June 2000. IT Act 2000 came into force on 17th October 2000. When did IT Amendment Act 2008 receive presidential assent? 5th February 2009. When did IT Amendment Act 2008 came into force? 27th October 2009. Applet are web-based application written in Java. Full form of ARPANET, Advanced Research Project Agency. Which is the first web-based email service? Hotmail. When a requested page is not found, the browser shows which error? 404 error. What is zombie in computer terms? A computer under hackers' control. What are cookies? Information packets sent between browser and server. What is Gopher? A protocol. Which code is known as reflected code? Gray code. Which key is to the top left corner of any keyboard? Escape key. What is the unit used to measure speed of a printer? ppm. When the same data field is stored more than once in a file, it leads to data redundancy. The simultaneous transmission of data to a number of stations is known as broadcast. Which device can be used to directly input printed or handwritten text? OCR. Be what's next is the tagline of Microsoft. Walkie-talkie is an example of half duplex system. How many layers are in TCP/IP model? 5 layers. What is WEP? Wired equivalent privacy. What is the keyboard shortcut for creating chart from selected cells? F11. What are the concentric circles on hard disk called? Tracks. To save an existing file with a new name or to a new location, one must use save as command. Which was the first computer to use transistor instead of vacuum tubes? IBM 1401. When you cut or copy, information is placed on clipboard. The security feature inbuilt in operating system to protect against attacks is firewall. Which register hold the information before it is passed to the decoder? Data register. Which type of bus is used in Apple Macintosh? New bus. A group of instructions is called program. A computer controlled device for training exercise in virtual environment. Simulator. Ethernet uses which topology? Bus. A device which operates under the control of another device is called slave. Alerts mostly appear in dialog box. A unit of data storage that equals 2 raised to 70th power is called SEBI byte. Feature in a program that guides users are called wizard. The error that can be pointed out by compilers is syntax error. A Winchester disk is a disk stack. What is used for converting one type of number system into another? Encoder. Carnot map or K-map technique provides a systematic method for simplifying Boolean expressions. Before publishing to the web, documents must be converted to HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. The standard protocol of the internet is TCP/IP. How many parts does HTTP contains? 3. What is the full form of VRML? Virtual Reality Markup Language. What is the full form of DMA? Direct Memory Access. What is the full form of SMTP? Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. First Malayalam newspaper which started its internet edition is Deepika, which is the first computer literate corporation in Kerala. Kozhikode. What is the slogan of Google? Don't be evil. What is the slogan of Infosys? Powered by intellect, driven by values. Which is the first e-payment Grama Panchayat in India? Manjeshwaram. Which is the first state in India with all its panchayats computerized? Tamil Nadu. Which is the first paperless government office in India? IT Mission. Which is the first bank that started its Malayalam website? SBT. Which is the first hospital in India which used robot to conduct an operation? AIMS. Which is the first IT park in India? Technopark. Which is the largest IT park in India? Technopark. Where is Technopark situated? Kazhakuttam, Thiruvananthapuram. Technopark was launched on 28 July 1990. Who coined the term computer virus? Fred Cohen. Which is the first computer virus for MS-DOS? Brain. Which is the first virus which affected ARPANET? Creeper. What do you call virus program writers? Vixer. Who is known as father of supercomputer? Seymour Cray. Who is known as father of Indian supercomputer? Vijay P. Bhatkar. Who is known as father of IT technology in India? Rajiv Gandhi. Who is known as father of IT? Claude Shannon. Who is known as father of computer science? അലൻ ട്യൂറിംഗ്. നന്ദി. നിങ്ങളുടെ അഭിപ്രായങ്ങൾ താഴെ കമൻറ്റ് ചെയ്യുക. കൂടുതൽ വീഡിയോകൾക്കായി ഈ ചാനൽ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യുക.